Alright everyone, the cringe is real. Dork Brandon decided, I want a TikTok account. I want to be like the other cool kids. And it's like that meme, hello fellow children. It's a doppelganger of that. Millennials do it better. I'm sorry Gen Z, but we are the masters of memes and always will be because we sort of fucking invented the concept. Anyway, Joe Biden gets on TikTok and he gets trolled almost immediately on day one. Imagine this. You're the president. Yeah, I mean, you're not managing your own account or anything. He can't figure out TikTok. He gets a page there and posts his dork branded bullshit to try to indoctrinate young voters because I want to go where the kids are. That's probably something that Biden's thought of on multiple occasions before. And immediately he gets dogpiled about Gaza, about his support for Israel. Like a literal pouring in an army of trolls. So, hey, Gen Z Chi-Com platform users, at the very least you have accomplished something. You've humiliated Joe Biden. I like it. I'm McLovin' it. He deserves to get dogpiled because the U.S. messaging on Israel v. Palestine has been so slipshod, so insane that there's nothing to do but criticize it. If you support Israel, you should be critical of Joe Biden. If you support Palestine, you should be critical of Joe Biden. If you don't care and you're America first like me, you should criticize Joe Biden. I'm wondering why there's anybody left who actually approves of his job on foreign policy. I've never met anyone who approves of it. I even talk to liberals sometime. Even they don't approve of it. They're more low-key about it. Well, he's trying. He gets a gold star for effort. I haven't found anyone who is defending his foreign policy record. God, there are people who think that the border should be wide open. Even they don't approve of him on foreign policy. It's somehow becoming a bigger issue than the goddamn border and crime combined. Seeing Joe Biden, though, get trolled is funny. I thought it was telling, though, that Joe Biden thought it a good idea to get aboard the literal Chinese communist social media platform. What the fuck did you think would happen? The youth that's going to be specifically on TikTok, insofar as they give a damn about politics are going to tend to lean towards the AOC side of the spectrum. They're going to tend to be the Rashida Tlaib, Ilhan Omar, and Bernie Sanders fans. They don't approve of your foreign policy message in any way, shape, or form. Just another example in a long line of mistakes, basic bitch mistakes being made by the Joe Biden administration. I can't even chalk this one up to malevolence. What did you hope to accomplish on a platform where 75-80% of the users that you're literally claiming that you want to target politically disagree with you on major issues? Like, they want free college for everyone. They don't want, a little bit of student loan debt forgiveness, in other words, your grift, towards a bunch of Gen Xers and older millennials. That's not what they're going to vote for. They don't support you on Israel v. Gaza. They want Israel out of Gaza. No holds barred. No exceptions. Some of these people are literally pro-Hamas because they're that mentally screwed up. What did you hope to accomplish? What aide, what staffer in the Biden White House decided that this was a good idea? Joe Biden taking a more active role on, like, let's say YouTube or something like that. You might be able to get away with it. I mean, you're still going to get trolled, but close the comments or whatever, that's fine. On TikTok, you're getting torn to shreds. To be clear, I do not have a TikTok channel and never will. I consider it cringe. I consider it a evidence of decadence and people wasting their time. I'm not going to spend hours watching 2-minute clips of kitty cats rolling around and stuff. I got shit to do. So I'm a content creator who is not going to use TikTok. I'm like, okay, I've thought about like getting a burner phone. Like on the side, you put it in a Faraday. If you got TikTok on your phone, you should have that in a Faraday cage when not in use, by the way. Otherwise, the Chinese are listening to you fuck and everything else that you do. They're listening to you when you smoke crack with Sleazy P. Martini or Hunter Biden. If you're a TikTok user, you're probably a little bit too left for that. The Chi-Coms know that you're smoking crack, They hear everything that you say. Your phone is basically turned into a spying device. Now I know what you'll say, well, sticks. Well, every digital device is like that anyway. There's a little bit of a difference. It's much more pervasive. When we look at TikTok's bullshit, the data retention is worse than Facebook. And like, I got off Facebook a long time ago, sporadically use it just because, I've got an admin page there for the Sticks, Hex, and Hammer page. Don't enjoy it. It's boomer book now. TikTok will go the same way, by the way. Hey, kids out there, you realize that TikTok's going to collapse way long before YouTube does. Rumble will outlast TikTok. That sort of content actually can be meaningful. TikTok doesn't give you the tools to be meaningful. It gives you the tools to be astroturfed, and half your followers are a bunch of fucking robots. And by the way, I got that from the mouth of the horse. I've spoken with 2 different people who helped to engineer TikTok from its infancy, and they corroborated what I suspected, which is that the whole grift was effectively to load the site with a bunch of bots. Fake people, fake interaction, fake engagement. You give people that dopamine hit, that ego boost. On paper, they've got 100,000 followers. Like, wow, I'm a star, I'm a celeb. They put in the effort. Then you throttle that back over time, because as those people tell their friends, oh my God, have you seen this site called TikTok? I got like 250,000 people following me there effortlessly. I've only got 3 videos of this. Is way better than YouTube. Then they tell their friends. And then organically, people begin piling aboard, as word of mouth spreads the existence of this wonderful site where you can become famous, and then they simply gobble up audience. The problem is that when you're working with the teen and early 20 demographic, like the college humor demographic of yesteryear, eventually you collapse. Give it 10 years. TikTok probably won't even be fucking around. They'll be bankrupt. Anyway, Joe Biden is already bankrupt, though. Not in money. Don't worry. Hunter Biden can still get the big guy his cut. Intellectually bankrupt, though. He is so out to lunch that he's not even second-guessing his staff when they say go on one of the most far-left sites run by literal Chinese communists and pontificate about foreign policy. It'll be great, Joe. The kids will love you. Every politically minded TikToker, I'm sure what's on their mind is watching an 81-year-old man prattle on about the need to send more money to Israel and Ukraine. I'm sure that that's exactly what they're aiming for, Joe. You read the room right, pat you on the head, you get an extra bran muffin and a scoop of ice cream tonight for your good judgment. The man's a vegetable. And this is why this sort of shit happens. If he were mentally aware, like I'm putting myself in Joe Biden's shoes, it's important to do this once in a while, I'd say, okay, you want me to get onto a communist-run website that's full of AOC fans, but they don't like me. Why would I use that site? I'd be more likely to make a fucking 4chan account. He'd be probably getting 4chan premium or gold or whatever the fuck it's called now under Hiroshima mood. Now, you'd be better off shitposting on 4chan. Better off starting a Reddit channel. So that's overloaded with Hillary-style neoliberals. You'd get a warm reception there. You'd be fine on Reddit. You'd be fine on YouTube. You know, you're putting out shorts. You know, here's Joe eating ice cream. Here's Joe trying to skateboard and falling down and breaking his foot or something. He's skateboarding with Beto. He's getting lessons. Here's Joe Biden driving a car. Just pedestrian bullshit. You'd get a much warmer reception doing that. You shouldn't even be talking about substantive issues because you failed on them all. Joe Biden's best pitch at this point is just to make self-deprecating memes that insinuate his age and shit like that. That he's not mentally capable of formulating that strategy, and his staff apparently hate him because they're trying to sabotage him. Somebody behind the scenes in the goddamn White House, Joe, is trying to sabotage you. I can guarantee that, because they wouldn't be messing up so much and making you mess up so much unless they fucking hated you. That's about all. Peace out.